Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jesse Gunkel, two-time recipient of the Louisiana Association of Broadcasters Award for Best Weathercast.
Welcome back. Well, luckily for us today, we had some light rainfall out there, but a lot of it just lasted a matter of minutes. So it was very brief out there. We didn't see much in the way of accumulations, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered. We needed a break from the rainfall to let some of those waters recede out there. We're still monitoring our river levels, but as you notice, looking at our exclusive live Viper radar, we've got more showers developing, and as you see, those pockets kind of lifting up through the Atchafalaya Basin right along the Mississippi River, and most of these are just little short spurts right now, nothing that's really adding up. But when you look big picture, we got to show you more storms on the way. You see that we've got some heavier rainfall lifting up through Slidell into southern Mississippi, but that's not the concerning part. The concerning part is what's happening out in the Gulf of Mexico, and you can see all this deep moisture. Eventually that's going to be sliding towards the northeast. We just need to see how far inland this next little batch is going to get. You can see more storms kind of developing here. Do they intensify and lift into southeastern Louisiana as we move into the overnight hours? Because right now it looks like timing should be after midnight and through the morning hours of tomorrow. And because of that concern, well, they've extended our flash flood watch once again. This is extended now until 7 p.m. tomorrow. The chance for maybe one or two more waves before we come to an end and move into a drier pattern. And again, you're looking at estimates out here, maybe another 2 to 4. So keeping an eye on the river levels, and right now this is subject to change due to tonight's rainfall. But with the current forecast, at least the Comite River is now dropping and it's getting back to a normal level. You see the Amite River, they have dropped the forecast now to 28 instead of 33 feet, which is great news. You can see here they've even dropped the Amite River at Bayou Manchac. Still expected to reach moderate flooding, but now at 11 feet versus 13, which is, again, all good if you live right along the river. But here's that concern moving into the overnight hours around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. You see a band of heavy rainfall. Most of those heavier showers are going to sit a little bit further south. The concern is that we could start to see a lot of that moisture move inland and park itself on a few areas that could dump a bunch of rainfall out there. We're talking multiple inches in that 1 to 2 inch category. And luckily for us, it should all start to lift out of here as we move into the midday hours of tomorrow. But because there's that concern for excessive rainfall, they place us underneath a moderate risk and the possibility of more flash flooding. You just need to be well aware of the situation. Have a game plan and be ready to put it into action. There still is that possibility for some showers early on Friday before we see some sunshine going into Friday afternoon. So here are the latest estimates, about 2 to 4. More rainfall a little bit further south, and you can see even 5+ south of Lake Charles. And again, we could see this kind of shift a few miles to the east. So that's why we need to stay aware, because right now the models have been somewhat garbage. They haven't really showed a lot of these slow-moving systems really just dropping all that rainfall. I also want to point out, when you look at their severe weather threat, there's also the possibility that we could see a strong thunderstorm or two produce an isolated tornado, along with some damaging winds out there, as we currently sit under a marginal risk for severe weather. That is a 1 out of 5 on our threat scale. So again, just stay weather aware. So you can see that unsettled pattern. It continues through early Friday, but I'm going to give you a little bit of hope, because as soon as we move into the weekend, we finally get back to some sunshine. And here's the story. We got the risk for flooding at least through tonight, tomorrow, possibly early Friday. We're watching the river levels very closely, so don't worry about that. You can find more information on our website. We've got the chance for a few spotty, strong thunderstorms, but then a hot, dry weekend, and things are looking good. We'll settle down. We'll have plenty of time to dry out as we move into early next week. So here is that 7-day picture for you. We've got temperatures sitting in the 80s, but the chance for scattered to numerous showers overnight and into the morning hours of tomorrow. The possibility of some lingering showers early on Friday, but some sunshine over the weekend. Highs in the mid-80s. Overnight lows sitting in the mid-60s, and things looking in for next week as we'll get back to some sunshine and possibly even some summer-like weather, as daytime highs could reach 90.